When money feels tight, it usually isn't one giant mistake. It is 1,000 tiny leaks you stop noticing until one surprise bill turns your calendar into panic. Add them up, then circle the leaks. Here is the curiosity. In 6 months, the same paycheck can start feeling like a different life, not because you found a secret stock, but because you changed the order of operations. Most people try to fix money by trying harder. They cut random things, skip one coffee, then quit when nothing changes. Effort without a map just burns you out. I want you to imagine a switch inside your finances. On day 1 it is off and you are reacting. On month 6 it clicks on and you are directing. That switch is not motivation. It is structure. When structure shows up, stress goes down because your next move is decided before life gets loud, even when everything feels urgent. I'm going to give you a month-by-month plan I call the 6-month money flip. Each month has one mission, one scorecard, and one upgrade that stacks, and it never asks permission. By the end, you will know the one move that makes the whole plan stick, and it is not the one most people expect, so you feel progress immediately. My name is Dave. If you like practical money rules that work for regular people, tap like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, what expense hits you hardest right now, and what would you change first if you had 6 months? Month 1 is visibility, because you can't improve what you refuse to measure. Most people suffer from the ostrich effect, where avoiding statements feels safer than facing them until the damage compounds. Your mission is to find your core 4 numbers: your take-home income, your essential expenses, your debt minimums, and your flex spending. This works because the core 4 exposes the real gap. Take 1 hour, open your bank app, and list every recurring charge. Subscriptions, memberships, delivery fees, insurance, everything. The negative frame is simple. Anything invisible will keep charging you. Now, build one truth sheet, one page, one place. Less friction beats perfect discipline. If you hate spreadsheets, use a notes app, but keep it centralized and updated weekly. Here is your first contrast. You do not need a bigger income first, but you do need a cleaner picture first. Clarity feels uncomfortable, but it is cheaper than confusion. Month 2 is margin. Your goal is to build a 1-month buffer of essentials, what I call the Runway fund. When you have Runway, you stop negotiating with emergencies. The Federal Reserve's Economic Well-Being Survey has tracked the classic question, could you handle a $400 surprise expense? In the latest report, about 63% said yes with cash or equivalents. That means a large chunk of adults still have to borrow, sell something, or simply cannot cover it. And that is where bad decisions are born. Not from stupidity, but from urgency, and you will feel it fast. So your month 2 scorecard is 1 number, 1 month of essentials saved. If your essentials are $2,500 per month, your target is $2,500. If that feels too aggressive, stretch it to 2 or 3 months, but do not blur the finish line. A vague goal is a permission slip to drift, and keep them out of sight. To hit it, pick 3 cuts that remove stress later. Cancel unused subscriptions, pause impulse shopping, and replace takeout with a simple rotation of meals. This is temporary pain for permanent options. Month 3 is cleanup. We tackle high-interest debt and start a true emergency fund. Debt is not only a payment, it is a tax on your future freedom, and it matters more than you think. Not all debt is equal. Mortgage-type debt can be structured and slower, but credit card balances are a different animal. On Fred, the commercial bank credit card rate for all accounts was around 20.97% in late 2025. At that rate, your balance is not waiting politely. It is growing while you sleep. In other words, you are investing in a lender's dividend, but you're the one paying it. Your mission: list every debt, rank by interest, and attack anything above 8% first. This works because the highest rate is the fastest leak. On your own calendar too, use one method, not 10. Either avalanche, which hits the highest rate first, or snowball, which builds momentum. Pick the one you will actually finish, because unfinished plans are expensive. And you will not regret it. As you crush bad debt, start building 3 to 6 months of essentials in an account that is accessible, but not too easy to swipe. Safety is accessibility with a small wall. and you can start tonight. Month 4 is build mode. We start investing while you keep topping up your emergency fund. Compounding is not magic. It is time plus consistency, and it rewards the early months the most. Start with the easiest free money. If your employer offers a retirement match, contribute enough to capture it. When someone matches your contribution, your first return is immediate, and keep your dignity. Next, choose a tax-advantaged account available to you, because where you invest can change what you keep. Taxes are a silent fee, and you can design around fees. Now the engine, broad market index funds. Most people lose money trying to be clever. In a market, simplicity often wins because it keeps you invested. And keep your hands steady. Use the S&P 500 as your mental anchor. It has delivered strong long-term results over decades, with painful drops and powerful recoveries. The point is not to avoid dips, it is to survive them. Your month 4 ratio can start as 70% runway and emergency funding, 30% investing, then move to 50-50. This works because you are building safety and growth in parallel. Month 5 is income leverage. Saving is powerful, but increasing income is the fastest way to widen the gap. The trick is to do it without inflating your lifestyle. Every job should pay you in one of two ways, learning or earning. If you have neither, you are subsidizing the company with your time. That is a harsh truth, but it is useful. Research and data show wage growth moves differently for switchers and stayers. The Atlanta Fed Wage Growth Tracker has shown job switchers often run higher than those staying, though it changes by month. So your mission is to run a value audit on yourself. List your skills, your measurable wins, and your market options. When you know your value, negotiation stops feeling like begging. If you can switch roles, do it strategically. If you can't, add a side stream. Even 200 or 300 extra per month can accelerate the plan because it goes straight to assets. But here is the negative frame. Extra income without a system becomes extra spending. More money with the same leaks is just a bigger leak. Month 6 is automation and optimization. This is where most people finally win, because the secret is not discipline. The secret is designing a system that runs on your worst days. First, automate essentials and debt payments, so late fees stop stealing from you. Second, automate investing, so you stop waiting for the right time. The right time is the scheduled time. Third, separate your spending. One account for bills and goals, one card or account for flex spending. When the flex money is gone, the decision is already made. Now you review. Once per month, you check your core 4, your runway, your debt list, and your investment contributions. This works because small reviews prevent big crises. The St. Louis Fed has noted, using shed data, that many people report having some emergency savings, but the levels vary widely. So your edge is not being perfect, it is being consistent. Here is the final loop opener. You started with anxiety and fog. You end with numbers and levers. When you control the levers, life stops feeling like an ambush. And the last unexpected move, the one most people miss, is identity. You don't try to manage money. You become the person who runs a system. Identity is the automation behind automation. Let's make month 1 real with a quick example. Jenna earns $3,800 take-home. Essentials are $2,600. Minimum debts are $300. That leaves $900. But it feels like zero because it vanishes randomly, before the next surprise hits. Once she wrote the core 4, she saw the leak, convenient spending plus subscriptions. When you name the leak, you stop calling it bad luck. She didn't shame herself. She simply rerouted money with intention. Your month 1 tool is what I call the Money Snapshot Monday. Every Monday you check balances, upcoming bills, and one category you can tighten. Small check-ins beat one dramatic budget that dies. To keep it simple, create 3 buckets: essentials, commitments, and choices. Essentials keep you alive, commitments keep you stable, and choices keep you human. The contrast is that choices are optional, but they don't feel optional. When you see choices on paper, you can trade them. Instead of eating out 4 times, you eat out 2 times and buy back breathing room. This works because you're swapping pleasure timing, not killing pleasure. Also, watch the sneaky category I call tiny taxes. delivery fees, late charges, overdrafts, and interest. These are negative frames in disguise. They punish you for being busy, not for being reckless. At the end of month 1, your win is not a perfect budget. Your win is a dashboard you can read in 1 minute. When the dashboard is clear, the next month becomes possible. Now month 2, the runway, needs a strategy that doesn't feel like punishment. Pick one lever: lower fixed costs, reduce variable costs, or increase income temporarily. One lever at a time keeps you consistent. Start with fixed costs because they repeat. If rent or housing is high, even a small change matters. Roommate, refinance, negotiate, or relocate when possible. The rule is simple: fixed costs set your speed limit. Variable costs are next. Groceries, fuel, and eating out are where people can move quickly. Build a default menu, default shopping list, and default errands day. Default plans save willpower for real problems. Here is the runway mindset. You are not saving for a vacation. You are buying the ability to say not today to a crisis. When runway exists, you stop using credit as a life support machine. To make the runway feel concrete, open a separate savings account and nickname it Runway. Labeling works because your brain protects labeled money more than unlabeled money. Automate a transfer the day after payday, even if it is only $20. Automation turns a goal into a fact. Then, if you can, add one manual transfer per week. Halfway through month 2, you will want to quit because progress looks small. That is where a loop opener helps. Remember why you started. You are building calm, not chasing a perfect spreadsheet. Now month 3, debt, is where your math starts working for you. If you have a balance of $5,000 at about 20%, interest alone can be roughly $1,000 per year before you blink. That is why we attack rates first. This works because every dollar of high-interest payoff is a guaranteed return equal to the rate. You can't reliably invest your way around that. If you need momentum, do a hybrid. Pay the smallest balance first for a quick win, then switch to the highest rate. The contrast is emotion first, math second, but both matter. Make one promise to yourself in month 3, no new bad debt. Freeze cards, remove saved payment methods, and use a 24-hour rule. Delay is a weapon against impulse with a note about your mood. Now begin the emergency fund beyond runway. Think of runway as 1 month, emergency as 3 to 6. When an emergency happens, you want choices, not conversations with lenders, because your brain loves patterns. If your income is unpredictable, aim for the larger side. If your job is stable, start with 3 months and then grow. The key is progress without paralysis, without losing your personality. Month 4 is where people overcomplicate. They try to pick winners, chase hot themes, and end up quitting during volatility. A simple plan survives long enough to compound. Broad index funds spread risk across hundreds of businesses. You are not betting on one story, you are buying the whole engine. This works because markets reward participation more than prediction. Remember, the S&P 500 is a benchmark many people use to represent broad, large company exposure. It can fall hard in bad years and recover in good ones. So your job is not to dodge every drop. Your job is to keep buying through the boring months. Boring is where wealth is built, because boredom keeps you consistent. Add dividends to your perspective. When you own businesses that pay cash, you get paid while you wait. This is why I call it the dividend engine. It turns time into income. Month 4. Assignment. Set one automatic investment day per month. Even $50 counts. When the transfer happens without debate, the market becomes a background process. If you get nervous, zoom out. On a long timeline, the story is growth with interruptions. The negative frame is panic selling. It turns temporary drops into permanent losses. Month 5 is where we widen the gap. Think of your gap as income minus essentials minus minimums. The wider the gap, the faster you can buy runway, kill debt, and invest. One income move is negotiation. Bring a one-page list of results. Revenue increased, costs reduced, time saved, problems solved. When you bring outcomes, you change the conversation. Another move is skills. Pick one skill with market demand and build proof. Portfolio, certifications, case studies, anything. Proof beats potential. Because employers pay for certainty and keep your plan boring, And yes, switching roles can sometimes produce bigger jumps than waiting. The Atlanta Fed has tracked wage growth differences for job switchers versus stayers. Side income can be simple: tutoring, editing, delivery, consulting, selling a service, or a weekend gig. The contrast is that small side income feels small, but it changes your timeline, even if headlines get loud. The rule in month 5 is, any new income goes to assets first. Pay yourself before your lifestyle notices. Lifestyle inflation is the silent thief of raises. Month 6 is the final assembly. You already built visibility, runway, cleanup, investing, and income. Now you lock it in with automation, so the plan runs when you're tired. Decision fatigue is real. The more choices you make, the weaker your choices become. Automation works because it removes daily debates and replaces them with scheduled facts. Set auto-pay for essentials and minimum debt. Then set auto-pay for investing. Then set a weekly spending allowance transfer to your Flex account. This is budgeting without constant budgeting. Once a month, do a 10-minute review. Look for drift. Subscriptions returning, spending creeping, debt balances rising. Small corrections beat big rescues. Now I want to zoom back to that Federal Reserve statistic. If only about 63% can handle a $400 surprise smoothly, your runway and emergency fund puts you on the other side. And that change isn't just financial. It changes your posture. You sleep differently. You answer calls differently. When you have margin, you stop living in a permanent negotiation. Here is a quick 6-month timeline check. Month 1 gives you control. Month 2 gives you breathing room. Month 3 gives you speed. Month 4 gives you compounding. Month 5 gives you fuel. Month 6 gives you permanence. Let's add a mini story to make it stick. Marcus had a car repair bill of $800. Before Runway, that bill became a credit card spiral. After Runway, it became an inconvenience. That is the whole point. The plan doesn't eliminate problems, it eliminates the panic tax. And once the panic tax is gone, your money starts acting like a tool again. Now the final curiosity I promised. The one move that makes everything stick is a calendar rule. Put one meeting on your calendar every month. Same day, same time. Money meeting. When you protect 1 hour, you protect your future, because small money meetings prevent big money emergencies. That hour is where you rebalance, relabel, and recommit. If you want a simple scorecard, track 5 numbers. Core 4 plus net worth. Net worth is assets minus debts. Net worth is the direction your life is heading. As net worth rises, your options rise. You can take a better job, move, start a business, help family, or simply breathe. Freedom is not a feeling. It is optionality you can measure. One more negative frame before we close. If you do nothing, 6 months still passes. Time will move anyway. The only question is whether your system improves while it moves. So start with month 1 today. Open your statements. Write the core 4. Cancel 1 subscription. Schedule your first runway transfer. Action beats anxiety because action creates evidence. Then come back next week and tell me what changed. Not the perfect ending, but the first shift. When you collect small wins, your brain starts believing the plan is real. Your future self is watching. 6 months from now, you will either thank today's choices or pay for today's avoidance. Choose the version of you who builds runway, not excuses.